Hi, my name's Morella, and I love to travel. Whether it's exploring the woods near my home, attending a sporting event in a nearby city, climbing a new mountain, or sailing to a different destination, I just love to go places. I want to share some of my adventures, and I hope you'll come along. I am a traveling teacher. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the Gulf of California in sunny Baja California. So, this is actually the shot on the way away from our whale shark adventure. We pulled up the anchor and sailed south and stopped right around this island the next morning, and it was a very early morning dive. So with diving, you can't fly too soon. You have to wait like 24 hours before you can fly after you have been diving. So we were actually flying out the next day. So this day we dove early, and early morning dives are really, really special. The ocean is a very special place early in the morning. I tried to film as much of my descent as possible on this. You see me letting air out of my BCD. That's the vest I have on. That basically is like a flotation device. So I'm letting the water out, clearing my ears, checking to make sure that, like, I check my watch to see how far down am I, and then just ride it on down. And it looks kind of murky up here on the top, but as soon as we kind of get down closer to the bottom, it kind of clears out and you can see just how much life. I mean, there are just so many fish on a morning dive. It's just, the ocean is just teeming with things moving in different directions. It's really, really cool to see. So you take your time descending, and this is probably at we're probably about 30 feet, 25, 30 feet. And this morning we are actually on the hunt, not really on the hunt. We are looking for sea lions. There were sea lions on the island, and we could hear them barking. Oh, 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 oh. And then we hopped in, just really hoping to be able to swim with them. But honestly, I was just so mesmerized by how many fish there were swimming around. The morning is just no joke. Early morning is the best time to dive. So, like I said, we're looking for sea lions, but you see all kinds of stuff. That's a little baby grouper. You see how they just kind of sit. I've got a lot of different shots of them just posted up different places. And here's our first glimpse for this day of one of the bigger sea lions. And in episode 1, I showed you some sea lions, and they were not this big. They were all a lot smaller than this one is. Look at Susan. Susan's like, yay! So the sea lions were the main event, but also seeing stuff like this is a little skate, skate. It looks kind of like a stingray, but it is not a stingray. Their body shape is different and their coloring is different, but I just love watching them kind of float and fly through the water, how he glides along the bottom, and then how camouflaged he is. Just more shots of just how many fish were in the water. That's a big triggerfish in the middle. Lots of butterfly fish. Little oceanic fish. I don't really know if that's the name of them. That's just what Susan told me to say. Thanks, Susan. I do know that these are a bunch of butterfly fish, and there's a triggerfish there at the back. Triggerfish are interesting because they swim with their fins on the top of their head and on the bottom of their head, so they kind of move in that, like that kind of. Look at them. So this next couple of minutes worth of footage is of an octopus, and look at that grouper right there too, that little baby grouper. But octopuses are they're really smart but very elusive creatures. You don't really see them a lot. I've seen them on night dives, and I saw this one on this early morning dive, but they're quite spectacular animals. And me and another diver named Lori, we stayed with this octopus for, close to 4 minutes. It was really fun to watch him change colors as he changed terrain. And it's fun to follow the wildlife, but still trying to be respectful, keeping keeping a good distance. And honestly, at this point, we have probably bothered you enough, little octopus. You chill out, you lay there, and we'll go about our way. But fun to see you and hang out with you this morning. So when you go on a dive like this, you are kind of always moving in a motion, whether you're going like around the island or like doing a straight line and then going back. So I'm pretty sure on this dive, we were kind of diving around the island, just looking for stuff, looking for sea lions. Hey, Susan. You should note you're not supposed to take your regulator out of your mouth underwater. But Susan knows what she's doing. So I have no idea what they were looking at here, but I was floating along and I saw this little pufferfish posted up in a crevice here, which I kind of love. That's one of the best things about scuba diving is that it's just like a huge game of like where's Waldo, or find the thing, like find the object. Okay, here Susan points at something. She and Lori are looking at something. I have no idea, but I'm trying to go see what they're looking at. And I passed this crevice, and if you look in this crevice, you can see a huge tentacle kind of in the middle and up. Just a huge tentacle, which pretty sure that that's a octopus that is in between those crevices, right? So I called Susan over and I was like, look at this. And she was like, I don't see anything. But then she saw it, and that is a very large tentacle. Like, I don't know what that whole octopus looks like, but I can tell you it's huge. All right, so then we swam along, and then we came to this spot, and this place was really, really active on the sea lions. And we really stayed here for, probably 15 minutes and just watched the sea lions play. And this big bull sea lion, you'll see him coming in, and he, basically he's marking his territory. I'll see when he comes in. There's the little one, a smaller one in the back. Oh, there he is. So here's where he's going up, and he's taking a breath. And when he comes down, you'll see he leaves this line of bubbles. That line of bubbles that's coming from him. And basically he's marking his territory. He's saying, don't go past this line. This is the line. If you go over this line, something bad is going to happen. This is my territory. Meanwhile, the little ones are like, hey, look what I can do. So you can tell we're all kind of staying back, but we were all pretty much just floating in one spot watching these sea lions do their things. And you watch the bull and he's going to go back up and come down. In this particular shot, you can probably see 6 sea lions. The big one and a couple small ones. There are sea lions laying on the ground. And this big boy just, stay back, stay back. Y'all, at this point in the trip, you couldn't convince me that I wasn't living in a National Geographic special. I mean, just could not convince me that I was not living my life in my favorite, most watched National Geographic special. Absolutely amazing to watch these underwater acrobats. And eventually it's time to swim back to the boat. And on this particular day, it was our last swim back to the boat, because all good things do indeed come to an end. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe.